Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we're playing as the Alayi again, and I'm still in a good mood about it. Honestly, I had a good weekend. I hope that all of you did too. Holiday season can be rough for people sometimes, so I hope you are all enjoying your holiday time. So while I was clicking around, setting things up, I noticed that here in Avier we have an undiscovered resource deposit. This is a deposit that is on one of the tiles in this region that is of a type that we can currently see. So it's a first era, luxury, or strategic. There are only 2 tiles unrevealed here, so I missed something over here. I don't honestly get a ton of use out of this feature because I'm pretty obsessive about exploring my territory, mostly because ruins. It's important to know where ruins are. I like to search ruins, and it's only gotten more important with the eclipses. But we're going to have to check that out. We will check that out after we explore this, because our guy's right here anyway. Okay, over here, we're talking about whether it is correct to build out population or like what we want to do with that. I think we want to go ahead and put up another settler. I think it's worthwhile. It's gonna hurt our approval levels a little bit. What are we at the capital right now? We are actually at 140. Is that right? 110. Yeah, we're actually at 140 in the capital. So an approval crash will keep the capital... the approval crash from another city will still keep the capital fervent. We will be considerably less happy in Avier, unfortunately. And both of these cities actually have 4 functional population. So our empire approval level is going to be... Well, sorry. I was about to say our empire approval level will be a perfect average of their 2 approval levels. But that's not true. We'll have a 3rd city. So it'll be split between the 3. And... this city's going to be unhappy. Mighty unhappy. So the way we're going to counteract that is we're going to research one more thing here, and then we're going to move up into Era 2, and we're going to prioritize central markets. I would ordinarily be thinking a little bit harder about military stuff, but with the cult being our only neighbor, we're not going to have living space contention, and that, in my experience, tends to make things a little easier when the other player isn't accusing you of stealing their land. So we know that winter's going to be in 7 turns. Which I think means cultivation is probably off the table for right now. We're going to move up into Era 2, but we're going to have to come back. There's a lot of stuff in Era 1 that we still need. Like, we definitely need Open Pit Mine, and Alchemist's Furnace, and Empire Mint, and Cultivation at the very least. Also, topography is quite good. So yeah, we're gonna grab something here, we're gonna go up to Central Market, and then we might immediately come back and finish off the other stuff. So the competition right now is between Open Pit Mine, which will get us, in our current state, wine and gold and dye. Nope, that's not my dye deposit. Down here is my dye deposit. And possibly another dye deposit. And remember, when we build 2... Where is it? This thing. Once we build 2 of those extractors, we will get a reward that doubles the output of our Tier 1 luxury extractors. So we'll be producing quite a bit of all of those resources. I kind of think that's where I want to end up here. Obviously, dust is important for continuing to buy heroes. We're okay on dust for now. That'll get less true over time as we continue to build stuff and have to pay more upkeep. But I think like Open Pit Mine, Central Market, Empire Mint, Cultivation, so that we can get access to seed storage, close to the end of winter or maybe at the beginning of the next summer, makes sense as a research path. And we're just gonna... I mean, the cult player could attack us. We have emeralds up. We have the money to buy... Maybe I'm underestimating the threat the cult player poses. Especially if we're gonna go up into the 2nd era and not get Diplomat's Manse right away. Maybe we get Central Market, then Diplomat's Manse, then other stuff. Yeah, we probably want to be able to communicate with Blue. Okay, but that's kind of the general idea. So I think we do want to make this settler happen. Wow, only 2 turns. That's pretty handy. We want to keep 9 influence coming out of the capital city for Bounty of Auriga. We're going to get our faction quest moving as fast as possible here. We're going to want to build some Garths. Obviously, there's another anomaly, and it's even a plus approval anomaly waiting right there, so that's going to be very valuable for us. We have a lot of high-value plays to make here, so let's try to focus on making them well. Also, we should hire a hero with all of our money. So let's see. You have Dust Boost 1. Dust Boost 1. No governor capacity. No governor wow, these guys are killer. Okay, Dust Efficiency 3, Food Boost 1. I do like a Roving Clans hero quite a bit. Obviously, I take settling on anomalies fairly seriously, so there's a lot of dust to be had from such a hero. And then somewhere, these guys have... Now, maybe I'm wrong. No, okay, here it is. You see, level 2 of this skill gives ×0 expansion disapproval generation on city. It just completely zeroes the expansion disapproval. As far as I'm aware, no matter what, I don't think that any modifiers are applied after that multiplication by 0. So, yeah, I guess most multipliers, or most modifiers to expansion disapproval are multipliers anyway. I don't think there's any flat addition, so it would always be ×0. So this is awesome. Right, level 2 of this is really, really good for us. Yeah, this guy is looking like a real winner. Dust Efficiency 3 is a little hard to take advantage of in the early game, because we really want our people to be focused on food and industry and apparently influence. But Food Boost 1 is just free food. Yeah, okay, Jassa Murdap is a strong contender. Food Boost 2, Influence Boost 3 is definitely interesting. I don't love the faction tree for these guys, but honestly, Narrative Master in our capital would be fantastic right now. We already have 3 or 4 districts up, right? Okay, this guy's also strong. I like both of them a lot. I would like to get both. I would like these two to be our other two governors. Neither one of them is exclusive to us. You can see some of the heroes on the market are exclusive to us for a limited time, so any other player could buy either one of these. Science Efficiency 2 with the Vaulter Tree. Food Boost 3. Dust Efficiency 2. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely Simsanit Nwana and Jassa Murdap. Let's hope we get lucky and get enough dust from ruins to make one of these hires pretty straightforward. There's still... We didn't have a dust eclipse yet, right? There's still time for a dust eclipse, but with there only being 7 turns left, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get one. I think we haven't had one yet. I'll be honest with you. Over the weekend, I forgot a lot of the things that happened in this game. I'm gonna plan on not getting a dust eclipse. So I think if we're only gonna get one of these right away, probably it's better to take him now. He can food boost the new city for the moment, and then once he actually has Narrative Master, we can talk about swapping him over. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. So some Senate and Wana, get in here and do stuff. So we're actually producing a considerable amount of influence overall now. It's going to be important for doing diplomacy, which we are actually going to do this game. Speaking of diplomacy, let's talk about other players. First of all, Blue, obviously it would be cool to make peace with Blue for a while. We could eventually turn on them and take the very good city that we know they will build, but I don't want them harassing me while I'm growing. So it'd be best if we could make peace with them quickly. I do not have any strong feelings about the other players. Ooh, that's not correct. I have a strong feeling about Pink. Do we know anything about Green's current position? We don't, right? But they pretty much have to be over here, because there's no room for a green player. We can actually see all of the regions here. So that means that Pink, a Wild Walker player, is on an island all by himself to just expand to his heart's content. This guy is our primary victory threat. That's a real problem. So, how are we going to deal with that? Because taking over an entire, like, with most factions, I'd be like, okay, so we're just going to be taking over an entire empire then. Taking over an entire landmass, that'll be powerful for us. It's a little tricky with the Alayi because the expansion disapproval will blow up our empire. So I'm not sure what my plan is there. We could do something. We could settle on his landmass, I guess, and try to just cut off a little bit of his growth opportunities. That's... I don't know. That's a real problem. We could try to just win the game faster than he does. I don't know how feasible that is. A Wild Walker left to his own devices to conquer... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 at least 14 regions. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to have a plan. Let's take that into account in our future planning. Also, we don't know where green is, and we haven't met purple, and those are both facts that need to be rectified. Oh, no, actually, hey. We can see green through the mist a little bit. Okay, so we know green's over there. I want to meet them. That can be the Centaur's job, is to go and meet green. The Skyfin will introduce us to purple. Okay, I think we have a cogent plan here. Something semi-coherent. It looks like this guy needs orders. He needs to move away immediately. We will probably be able to make landfall next turn with our 3 move because the seaweed here will shift 2 spaces to the right, or to the east, I guess. Yes, I think we should be able to flee the boarding vessel. I would not like to lose the Seeker right away. So mash the heck out of this button. It is a shame that we are not... Oh, more seaweed showed up. The seaweed did move, but more seaweed showed up. And I am under attack. Oh, the fortress, right. Do not reinforce. Just let it happen. We cannot hold this fortress. Also, our emeralds have run out. Well, okay, we don't need to boost them again right now. Oh, you know what I didn't think about was assimilation. I guess we just hit 30 this turn. So we have access to 3 villages worth of delvers. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, just sitting here at plus 15% DOS, that seems like the right thing to do. We could take 5% food. I think that's pretty obviously wrong, though. And that'll help offset the fact that the gold booster just ended. Which we cannot reactivate. It's alright. We'll be back in the gold production business soon enough. We haven't actually talked to this faction yet, have we? Enter Technology Era 2 within the next 10 turns. Okay, I will certainly do that. 15 more wine. Not that we need more wine, but I'm also not going to complain about wine. Alright, so we'll get this ruin and then we'll head back down. Even with our movement rate, it's going to be a bit of a walk. Okay, purple is also Broken Lords. So, this is going to be a bit of a Thunderdome over here. I have never seen the Broken Lord AI shy away from a fight. Assign 2 units permanently to this village. I will not be doing that. You cannot have my Skyfin. I need it. Alright, within 5 turns, search for a relic at that ruin. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna, real quick, see if these guys want to offer us a nice, easy quest. Defeat the Gorin Alpha Male with a hero. Well, that is unlikely to occur. Okay, we probably don't have to worry about that with the Centaur. The Seeker can get that. Let's just move in the general direction of green. Okay, 30 dust. We have a ton of pearls, by the way, but the altar doesn't, like, we can't do anything with them except build Garths until the first winter begins. Alright, that's reasonable. And did we talk to this fortress? Was this one of the ones that got recaptured? Locate and capture the Manufactorium in Lost Lie to get this Manufactorium. Okay, which Lost Lie? Okay, the Manufactorium is the one we gained and lost already. I believe once a player has gained control of them and lost them, they won't give you quests anymore, so we'd have to take it by force. This is definitely worth considering. There's a lot of ocean not that far from us, and it looks to me like Blue currently can't make boats. Right? This space is not available to them because it's in a different region than they're in, so they'd have to expand their city out quite a few tiles from where it must be in order to actually be able to create ships. So right now, maybe Red can, but for the moment it looks like this might be up for the taking. We just have to actually get out here and take it, and we'll have to have a navy that is sufficient to fight the little minor faction navies that will spawn, which is to say probably like a fairly large number of boarding vessels or a relatively small number of fire ships. Is probably worth considering that. Our next settle should maybe be on the water. We could just take Suan. Right, Suan has a location here with a bunch of industry. Yeah, that's a fair amount of industry. No food, but we can figure out the food thing. There's 3 minor faction villages here. What do they want? I assume we got a quest from them. Okay, Silix and Suan. Oh, there's Silix, too. Colonize the region of Suan. Okay, so this is actually very, very easy to do. We could get the 3 population there instead of settling in Balther. And then this is a volcanic region that currently is showing no strategics, which I suspect means that there are some Era 2 strategics in here, because usually volcanic regions have a lot of strategic resources available. Alright, yeah, that's definitely interesting. Alright, so you need to make landfall as soon as the beginning of the next turn hits so that you don't get killed by ships. But nobody else needs to run for their lives. Hey, cool. Cool, things are going well, I think. So somebody else pulled Visionary Leader. I guess it must be green, or it would tell us. Green is the only unknown empire. That's alright. They will not be unknown for long. I mean, we have to get all the way down here. Ooh, yeah, okay. A bit of a walk. Start moving. Is this what I want to do? Blue will be... I mean, I don't actually know how border tension works. Oh, so we know Blue City is down here. That's a lot of expansion before they can get to the water. I don't actually know how border tension works. I don't know if the AI actually gets kind of testy with you just for having a border that touches theirs, or if it's about territory. Because if it's about expansion concerns, then obviously we don't have those with Blue. So Blue might not get mad at us for settling on their border. If we were to go in the other direction, I mean, we could take Tenelm. There's a spot right here that's between some fumaroles. But, like, this is 3 anomalies on the ocean. Give us access to that right away. The Garth possibilities for this settling location are bad. Right, because we're settled in by the volcanoes and this minor faction village. So any city we make would necessarily have a weird shape, and... We could settle over here instead, by the lava geyser. That doesn't give us access to the water, though. We kind of already have access to the water, right? Attican can put down a single Garth and have ocean access. But this is a lot of industry. Yeah, this is just going to be a city that that doesn't grow in size very much. Yes, I think this is worth doing. Hold on. Let me manually move this guy around, though. I just want to make sure we're not going to, like, run straight into a minor faction army. It's turn 23, so they've almost certainly spawned one by now. Alright, let's head up here. Hopefully hopefully purple won't attack my Skyfin. Remember that minor faction armies... yeah, I don't know that this is safe. I want the thing... But we'll try to navigate around here. Gotta make sure we pay attention to that at the beginning of the turn. All right, come on, 130 dust. Yeah, all right, 30 dust is still good. Wow, that was not a very good search. Just like, what if you got the same thing you get from every ruin, except only half of it? You just get half normal yield. Okay, so the open pit mine's going to be available soon. I think we want to start building a Garth out toward the Earth Tower here. Yeah, 5 food, 6 industry, 6 science is a pretty good pickup for a Garth. And remember that they're powerful on their own. It is worth noting that this... Like, we're not making progress toward leveling up districts here, but I think grabbing the Earth Tower is worthwhile. And then we can build a second line alongside that and get some level ups going. Alright, a roaming army in Denon has a treasure that whatever. I don't care about 10 grass silk. Okay, so we have some important stuff going on. How much dust would it be to buy out the sewer? Alright, I guess we're negative on dust right now. I probably shouldn't be worrying about things like that anyway. Okay, let's control our Skyfin right at the beginning of the turn. Where is my Skyfin? Here we go. Try to evade Purple's armies. Okay, get a quick glance at Purple's territory here. Some ruin searching done. Alright, so we found ourselves 10 glass steel and break wall. Of course, this quest always rewards break wall, which is a fine shield. And 20 more emeralds. Cool. And also, we entered Technology Era 2. Oh, and also we finished a quest in Warden. So, 15 spices, which we will pop immediately. Don't need the approval. Do need the plus 50% food. Pretty good. Oh, you know what? Knowing that winter's happening in 4 turns, maybe that was hasty. Maybe I should wait. Well. Ah, well. Too late to think about that now. Oh, hey, hold on. Avoid those guys. Okay, we will get away from them. I am not, in general, afraid of Driders, but a single Seeker is not beating anybody in combat. Okay, 70 dust. That was a pretty good pull. And then, yeah, we may as well come over here and grab this ocean ruin real quick. Sure. What do you guys want? Nothing. They want nothing from me. Okay, we're about to meet green. Build a city improvement that increases your influence for even more emeralds. Cool. I love emeralds. Yep, that's me. That's me complaining about free stuff. Conquer enough fortresses to get 3 additional luxury resource facilities. Well, maybe that'll happen. Actually, if we came over here and we took over the rest of Vedra by force, that would get us most of the way there. You can take Vedra and then... Boy, there are not a lot of other... This fortress might have a luxury facility attached to it. We can't see yet. You are headed for here. There's no reason to run across the lava, right? Well, that's a little annoying. We'll have to correct that. We hit Era 2. I think we do want to... Since we're about to found the 3rd city, let's get the central market. We will worry about other stuff later. We don't have glass steel mining up right now, but we have found enough glass steel to make this acceptable. Okay, so you have a move order that gets you safe. Try to make that true for everybody. You just kind of want to get out of Purple's territory. I think this should be good enough. Okay, and after we finish this Garth, we'll have time to throw down the extractors real quick before making the market, I think. Yeah, that times up really well. And when you finish the sewer system, you can get your dye extractor down. Yeah, the timing on this is really good. We do need a public library. Okay. Alright, our cities have lots of productive stuff to do. Things might go a little haywire when we put this city down. That's possible. So here's a problem. I'm not really sure what to do about this village in the sense that if we attack it and break their hold over it that way, they're going to be mad at us. But if we negotiate peace before doing so, we won't be able to do it. And I really want that point of population. This may complicate things. We're still going to settle here. I think this is still right. Yeah. It's going to be a little tricky. Our relationship will be a little bit strained until we have time to fix it. Also, I think winter's going to be kind of rough on us dust-wise. We're definitely going to have to go back and get Empire Mint soon. Well, I tried. Really, really didn't want to move. Alright, hold on. We're not going to set the city down just yet. Come back to the ruins with a naval unit for 20 gold. Well, alright. Maybe I'll remember to do that. That's possible. Big lot of nothing. No vision of anything green yet. I think the fact that he's submersible means that he is immune to weather. Give this bastion 100 dust for 20 influence. If you give them dust for their construction and wait for them to finish, they promise that in return, they will give you, quote-unquote, something useful. Well, we might get like a tech or something from them. Or they might give us resources, but I don't think we can afford to part with 100 dust right now, because like I said, I think the winter is going to be kind of harsh on us. Man, we must be very, very close to pulling in the city garrison here. Do I have 60% health? Yeah, I'll survive this retreat. Alright, could you maybe move? You have places to be, sir. Alright, I'm actually gonna route entirely inside my territory for a moment here, because this guy cannot afford to get attacked again. And if we're gonna pop down a city, we should definitely hit the emeralds. A little approval boost. Question is, do I want to refresh the wine booster? Nah. I think 5 turns is far enough away from this ending. And we have so much wine, and we're going to have even more. I think it's fine to just save on that. Alright. Let's see what this does to our approval level. It's going to be bad. 15, 8, 13. Man. That solves some of my dust problems right there, right? Alright, so maintain 3 influence. Oh good, even more wine. Let's get these guys pacified as quickly as we can. So our empire-wide approval level dropped to happy. We're still fervent in the capital, of course. Over here, we are down to content. So the sewer system will bring us back up to 80% here. It will not be enough to move us. It is 20, right? Yeah. It will not be enough to move us to fervent empire-wide, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it sorted. The blue's probably going to have a feeling about the thing I just did there. Anybody else need to have urgent move orders committed? Not really. Okay, we can see some purple's troops. Let's just kind of get an idea here. So we have a bunch of stalwarts with 44 attack, 35 damage. These guys look pretty base. They have the improved movement trinket on, but not hugely improved so far. Honestly, I don't have time to worry about these guys. We're gonna have to any thoughts of violence are gonna have to be aimed toward pink. So, good luck, this entire landmass. I hope you can get along okay without me. Quickly, everybody run to safety. Okay. So as Bright Slash has gotten his first level of Zealous Hands, which is great. Okay, we had finished that Garth already. Alright, so Garths are going to be a little bit cheaper. The first Garth we built there was 10 pearls. I don't remember exactly how the cost scales, but each successive Garth in each city is a little bit more expensive. So the first Garth in each city will be 10, and then the second one will be 12. I don't think it scales. I don't think the cost scales linearly. Also, we've had a birth here. And in general, we're producing... Oh, right, we're producing more influence because we have another Garth down. So I only have to have one person devoted to that. So we'll get both of these done this turn. That's great. This is lining up wonderfully. So I don't actually know... Is there... Okay, I can see that these two are not converted. So we'll gain 2 population points immediately when we finish that. And that'll finish at the same time as Bounty of Ariga. Oh, it's the Necrophages. Okay, well, you should not stand here. The Sustainer. Okay. That's a great big mega cavalry slaying longbow. Wow, 116 attack plus 50% attack. That's a good bow. Yeah, you need to run, dude. And 100 dust from one of those ruins. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Okay, do I want to give these guys 100 dust now? How far are we from affording a hero? Cost has increased to about 350. So I still really want Jess and Murdup. I think we're not going to give them 100 dust. I'm going to see if we can get lucky and get there. It is not infeasible that we could get 100 dust over the next couple of turns because we have a lot of people searching ruins in a lot of different places. God, I love getting to search ruins and explore and just generally run around like a maniac. All right, we're going to get our luxury extraction extremely turned on here on this next turn. Go ahead and mash here so that that guy gets to run away from those necrophages. Alright, I completed this quest. I did not complete this quest. Ah, yes, I did not return to the boss village intentionally. Thanks to your expansion, beware that your greed does not bring the wrath of the unspoken. So, question answered. They do still have feelings about that. It's alright. We're gonna make things worse with them, but then we're gonna make them better afterward. So many ruins, so many beautiful ruins to search. Oh, that's a shame. There was nothing in that one. All right, you guys could be getting some vision this turn, right? Okay, it is in the last tile. Okay, 20 more spices. That's good. We'll be able to pop another spice booster as soon as ours ends. Actually, we're pretty close to happy here. Alright, show me more ruins. Okay, well, that's not exactly what I asked for. It's almost like the map is not beholden to my whims at all. Oh, wait a minute. Is green on a landmass by themselves too? I thought this was going to be... Okay, hold on. We gotta get some more information here. I'm gonna take a dangerous trip through necrophage country. There's a non-zero chance that some of us will survive. That's the best I can say about that. Ah, that's a shame we're so close to being able to afford that other hero. Yeah, Central Market is less crucial here. It's just 10% dust, 10% food for this city. So let's prioritize building another Garth, maybe? I don't think we want to go to another... I was about to say, I don't think we want to go to another region, but actually, maybe I need to build military units. Blue's been nice to us so far, but we are straining our relationship a little bit, and that's only going to get a little bit worse in the near future here. I probably need to have 1 or 2 more military units. I want to just expand out toward the rest of these anomalies. It feels greedy, though. We gotta have some kind of standing army. Doesn't even necessarily have to be a very good one. Okay, research. As much as I need these 2 buildings, I think it will make our lives so much easier if we can get our stuff with blue hammered out now, like as soon as possible. We're still going to need a standing army in order to maintain his respect, but I think it's worth doing. Over here, we should definitely... Ooh, I was going to say definitely put Central Market above Public Library. That's going to take a minute, though. Over here, I want sewers pretty badly. Oh. Does he have to... We can't actually starve out, can we? With there only being 1 population in the city? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Let's see if it gives me a notification. I don't think you can starve your city empty. We are not growing population here, except that we are totally growing population here, right? Because if we, in a couple of turns, we'll gain 2 points of population due to what we are doing now. Yeah, it looks like green might be on a landmass by themselves, which it gives me some hope that they'll go fight pink. I guess we'll see. So you need to make sure that you are moving right away at the beginning of the turn here. Okay. I'm gonna maybe annoy green with this move, but also... What are they gonna do? Sail across the ocean and murder me all? Murder all of me? All of me? All 1 of me. Alright. We are in fact under attack. Oh, hey. So they should not be able to see me. Okay, it's a glass steel deposit. So, it's winter! It's winter. We are now dark form. Check out how cool we look. We are even faster. We can see even further. Now is the time for the harvesting of pearls. I believe it is the case that blue will not get mad at me for taking pearls unless they can actually see me do it. I think that is a change that the community patch folks have made. Which means that it's a lot safer to go after these pearls than it once would have been. Also, the fact that this is not actually a minor faction village. So he has vision of the tiles immediately around this. I don't know how that's going to interact with, like, these pearls are nowhere near his land, but he still might get pissy with me for taking them, because the AI is very unreasonable about that. Also, we're going to back up over here and go after pearls. We're dark form. We're better fighters, although we have even less defense than we had before. We're still seekers, not very good fighters. Well, let's grab and... Killing me. You're killing me with all of this no loot nonsense. Give me stuff. Okay, 70 dust. Great. That qualifies as stuff. Thank you. Those pearl deposits are small enough that I'm not going to run all the way back into Purple's land for them. We definitely want to keep, moving in the direction of potentially new ruins. Okay, so the submersible is not invisible on the water, it's stealthed. So they could have seen it by moving next to it. They also could see it if they have some source of true sight. I don't think they do. That's annoying. They moved in sync with me, so my unit's actually here. Because they projected their zone of control over me while I was moving. Not a thing you can really do as a player, but the AI does it all the time. Alright. How does that change things for us in other places? It does mean that we're pretty desperate for dust. We almost have enough to hire Jassa Murdap, and we're going to lose it all immediately. What if I move all these guys over to dust? We can counteract a lot of the loss here. I don't know that I want to move people over in other places, but I guess we want to get Jassa Murdap, right? We're close enough that we can make that happen, and that he will make one of these cities even better at producing dust. He's at 368. Right now, this is good enough. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, where else do we need to have movement orders queued in? These guys I can probably take care of manually. Yeah, I guess we're mostly okay for right now. Did I have the move for that pearl deposit already? Okay, cool. Cool. Let's get back to here. A 6-turn winter. 6 more turns of winter is pretty harsh. I love the fact that we can tell, though. Alright, 20 die for us. They have pursued my bathysphere despite the fact that they should not have vision of it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how that works. Okay, apparently these guys just didn't move. Oh, never mind, turn around. A lot of cult units out here today. Should probably just... Okay, they're going to come after me. I definitely need to make for my territory then. Yep. Minor faction villages all over the place are going to get... Oh, you're kidding me. Wait, why did I fail that quest? Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't. But that said quest failed, didn't it? Yeah, you have failed to complete the quest Stark and Awe. But these villages are now pacified. Okay, that's strange. I assumed when I saw the quest failure notice that it was because he had destroyed the village that had given me the quest. But no, they just... Huh, they just flipped over and joined us for no reason. We were 1 turn away, so we didn't get the wine, which in some situations is something I'd be really upset about, but we don't actually need this wine. Huh, I don't know what happened. That's really strange. Well, okay. So over here, show location. Oh, I didn't even execute the move. Right, that might be the problem. Okay, well, there's a non-zero chance that we win this. He could get unlucky on the attack rolls or something. There is a little bit of lightning that we could try to use as cover. We're not actually going to be able to get there in time, right? He's got 3 move. I have 2 move. So no, he's going to get to attack me wherever he wants to attack me. So quintupled defense when submerged. Will become invisible when submerged. The invisibility doesn't work against adjacent armies, right? It's stealth, not invisibility. Okay. I guess... Yeah, I guess we just fight him. I don't think I can use the terrain against him very well. Yeah, I don't know. Just attack him, I guess. It doesn't... Well, there goes that. There was a chance he would roll 0 damage against our very high defenses, and then we would actually pull that off. Didn't actually work out that way, but there was a chance at least. Man, I don't know what to do with you. I don't really want to run you over to those pearls because of that minor faction army being there. There's also not... I mean, I guess there's an unsearched ruin over here. We can head in that direction. And purple will definitely get mad at me if they see me take this, but I don't know for sure that they'll be able to see it. There's another 2 pearls. I probably should not wander deeper into their territory. The deeper I go in, the more likely they are to have a unit nearby who will see me take pearls. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be fighting minor faction villages with my poor Skyfin. Just keep running. Over here, we've built ourselves a Seeker. We probably would be better off in the garrison of Suan. I think Suan's way more likely to get attacked. And he can grab us some pearls on the way. The AI gets real mad at you if you take pearls out of their territory, but they have no compunction about taking the pearls out of your territory. And actually, if our Seeker gets attacked by the roaming army in range of either of the garrisons, that'd actually be pretty okay. So, in the capital, what are we building next? We don't need a central market just yet. You know what we could do here? So we're going to buy this hero, right? We're going to buy Jessup Murdap this turn, assuming, yep, he is still here. That. So this is the city that can most afford to be dust-focused for the moment. I really want to take Avier back to full industry focus. So maybe what we do here is set Jessup Murdap in the capital. Maximize... the value of his dust efficiency for right now. Move our hero down to Avier, or move our current hero down to Avier, and move Lore Master Simsen Wana over to get the food boost running on Suan. And if we're going to do that, we should put another Garth in the queue here before moving this guy, so that we benefit from the cost reduction. I think we're going to build out to here. Like, again, we're not actually leveling up our districts very much, but there are still some very valuable anomalies. These both have approval on them as well, right? No, the Massive Tree does not. But the Steel Stalks are a good industry tile and also have approval. So I'm just going to build in a way that I ordinarily wouldn't, but that I think is somewhat enabled by the fact that we have a museum and it lets us make some different decisions. The extra approval boosted that city. Let's unassign you. Grab Zoyos Bright Slash for here, so that we can move the Lore Master up to here. And then Jessup Murdap comes down to the capital, so that our people producing dust in the capital are super efficient. Next turn we'll be able to pull that one guy off of influence and put him on dust, and that'll keep us positive through the rest of the winter. Yeah. I'm still not 100% sure what happened with this quest, why these 2 villages just suddenly flipped. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. It's possible I'm missing something very obvious. I'm sure that people will politely inform me in the comments. I make that joke a lot. Like, oh, gee, I hope nobody yells at me. You guys are mostly pretty good about expressing corrections to my misunderstandings in polite ways, which I really appreciate. I watch a lot of gaming stuff on YouTube. I have seen what other YouTubers' comment sections are like, and I'm really grateful that you all are not like that. Alright, so I think we have all of our important moves queued in here. So we have the boarding vessel design. We want to produce boarding vessels out of Suan. I wonder if after the sewer system is a good enough time to go do it. The maximum fleeing. Right, we have... Oh, we did that. I have a ton of influence to work with. So, 15 spices. Cool. The wine has run out, and the wine must never be allowed to run out. The loss of the quicksilver is pretty harsh. Okay. Okay, this is alright. So, for all gifts from Auriga are precious things, and would not be offered if they were not of importance for the Chosen. It has been generations since the Alayi have come together. When the Guardians were felled, we fled. The weapons of the Profaners were too terrible, and their war ghouls the worst. But as all things evil, they too have passed, though the damage they did was horrific. Now Auriga seeks us out to heal and protect her. Some whisper that she is dying, that the longer dark seasons are a sign of her end, of the end. But I say that the pearls and the offerings we give to her will help us both. To advance we must build. The city itself shall become an altar to her glory, and my people will become her loyal troops. So raise the altar to its level 2, or keep a stock of 100 pearls for a period of 5 turns. We're over 100 pearls already. That's very easy to do. Okay. The Blessings of the Mother will reduce the cost of buying blessings, and we'll get some Moonleaf. Currently, this is enough to pop a booster, so we should try not to put down a city in the next 5 turns. Also, the Lore Master is leveling up. Unfortunately, Irrigation Expert is not very good. We will want the Lore Master in the capital eventually, but he doesn't have to be there right now. So do I want to just take these guys on right here? I was kind of hoping they'd come after me, because I wanted to use Attican's garrison against them, obviously. Alright, so here we can move this guy over to Dust, and that puts us positive. For now, we hold. This is probably fine. So, you have to be a little bit smart about this. You guys are tough. Alright, all of my units move before them, which is semi-not ideal. We'll be able to shoot this guy, so we just want to make sure that we are attacking them, not allowing them to attack us, because on counterattack they don't get their stun or beam abilities. Also, worth noting that if we assimilate the Harmonite, if we assimilate the Silix, we'll get access to these Harmonite, who are disease immune and might be useful for fighting necrophages in case we have to do that. Biological troops, as you have seen in the past, do not always fare so well against a necrophage. The 54-58, he's going to hit me pretty hard. We might have to back off after a single attack from the Seeker, but I at least want to do this to keep these guys locked up. Oh no. The Seeker made a terrible move. I should have given him a more specific move order. Because he moved to a place where now he will definitely get hit and first turn stunned, because the first turn stun always happens. This guy spawned... Okay, he spawned in a position where he can get this attack. Sorry, we don't have to worry too much about the Seeker. When the Seeker wakes up, his only order will be, get the hell out of there. He moved in such a way as to use as many of his points of movement as possible, but I didn't think about the fact that he could reach the spot I was trying to get our militia to move into. Alright, so we're just going to use the militia, keep using the militia to keep the enemy tied up here. There's a non-zero chance that both of my militia die, but that's just fine. You are cool where you are. You just stay right there. That is your new home. Honestly, my militia are doing a little bit more damage than I thought they would. Okay, so we'll finish them off either next turn or right now if they choose to attack me. Our hero can definitely just solo that guy. Okay, you are headed this way for the pearls. Hopefully we will not get attacked en route. Okay, I think we can get away from that guy quickly enough. Man. having a rough go of it with these ruins. Oh, good. More emeralds. We'll search down here next. Okay, and in fact, I have only been running closer to the Necrophage city. Well, maybe you want to back off then, actually. Let's try to go away from what will certainly be a heavily garrisoned city here. Alright, next turn we have... What I would really like is for this guy to attack me, because I would like to be able to use my action point clearing this village. And then once we've done that, we gotta have a chat with Blue about not killing us. I gotta get rid of that. I gotta clear his control of this village first, though, because I need that village. Hopefully he will be amenable to to peace talks after me settling on his border and then fighting with his villages. Okay, good. They attacked us. Oh, I totally forgot about this. So, we got the Foe Skewer Spear. Notice that unlike most quest items, this is not a hero-specific item. Anybody can wield this. So we have this now available for any of our spear-using units, which I believe Seekers certainly can use spears. The Dorgeshi weapons were not Dorgeshi, and the supposed trophies not even human remains. Hey, this whole story about the Dorgeshi is nonsense. So they're victims. With 50 dust, you can buy their trust quickly. Yeah, if you do it quickly. And we're not going to pay them 50 dust. We could run over to that village and be like, hey, we totally believe you. And they'll be like, thank God, let's be friends forever. But I don't want them to be friendly. I want them to be angry, because they're far away from my territory. You should never move. Actually, yeah, I can just have the hero... The militia have this under control. I can have the hero just sit here and heal my my Seeker for the entirety of the fight. Little bit of accelerated regen for us. Okay, good work, everybody. Solid teamwork. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, the Festival of Dust. I always forget about this when I simulate Delvers, but this is great. Revering Dust for the role it played in helping them survive long seasons underground, every year Delvers celebrate that fact with an annual festival. By welcoming a contingent of Delvers into your capital and organizing Dust celebrations, Delver relations can be further deepened. Garrison 2 Delver units in your capital, then produce Dust there to get the Band of Merriment, which is the best trinket. It's just the best. It's just lovely. All right, let's do that. Let's first of all handle this situation. Okay, we should not pull anything from Blue here. All right, now you, Garrison, that is where you live. Blue's gonna have feelings about that. Let's see if we can calm them down a little bit. And over here we have some necrophages. Hey, we didn't actually move to the location I asked them to move to. Probably they got hung up on some enemy units or something. Oh, wait. Look, it's me, the Skyfin. I'm so beautiful and majestic you couldn't possibly want to fight me. Wow. 3 failed searches, huh? That's some bad luck. Okay, we need cultivation. And then Empirement. And then Alchemist Furnace. Yo, we got a lot of stuff going on here. All these first era buildings are so powerful, though. It's definitely wrong not to go after them. So you need to make sure you're getting away from their border. And, oh, we... Okay, no, I already did rebalance this. Alright, let's talk to Blue and see if we can't figure out a way to get peace. Aggression during Cold War, colonization of a nearby region. Yeah, those are both concerns. I get that. Oh, wow. Actually, they're really down. We could get this with... okay, I don't really want to give them Shipyard. But would you like Central Market? I'll do this. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Friends. Cool. Now we can we can focus all of our military development on potentially screwing up Pink's game. Because screw Pink. Probably we're talking about at least going to Era 3, though, before we're ready for an actual fight. For right now, we have internal matters to deal with. We have pearl deposits to scavenge. And we'll come down through here on the way over to this 7 pearl deposit. I think that'll be the plan for right now. Now that we have a little bit of friendship with them, should we try to get another agreement going? We don't currently... I don't think we'll benefit much from a map exchange. Research agreements and commercial agreements only do something if you have trade routes with the enemy, or with the other player. Describing everybody as enemies all the time. Which we are not going to do, obviously. They have military science, alchemist furnace, cultivation, and empire mint. I wonder if they'd be willing to do a little tech training to help us out. No, they really, really aren't willing to do... Okay, that's fine. Hey, listen, I can do my own research. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we know they won't attack us. At least not immediately. We can just have like a nice chill home continent. Still not 100% clear what happened to this region. We got to rebuild this Silix village at some point, and also ships. Ships have to happen. Well, nothing's more important than getting the ruins finished. Oh yeah, also these guys, or the sewers finished. Also, these guys can totally be moved off of influence. So we're gonna have a really good empire plan. Like, this thing would be pretty great. 420 is a little high, but like 360 is maybe doable, right? We have 9 more turns left. We actually are going to hit 360 with very little additional influence. We will have to devote some people. But that's what this is what I want to go for. So 360... 360, okay. So over the next 9 turns, we need to generate 250 more influence. Which is going to be... wow, my brain is just turned off. I need to be generating like a little less than 30. We need to move like 1 or 2 people over to influence somewhere. It could be some of these guys, although they're generating resources very efficiently right now. But also I have very strong feelings about both of these things getting done, so sorry guys. Here. That's more than enough. That'll give us a little bit to play with too, in case a deal comes available to us that we'd really like. So actually, this is kind of an ugly situation for green. Necrophages don't really want to start without another player to fight, because early war is super good for their development. You have some health. You could afford to take one. I think what we might do here is move down, loot this ruin, and let them attack me, because I'll be able to retreat from them very effectively afterward, and that will potentially let my centaur steal a bunch of pearls or something. Or I might just let my centaur get away. But I think taking 1 attack... Oh, okay, our amount of dust that's coming in changed. I sure wish that the dust display wouldn't change constantly throughout your turn when nothing about your dust generation changes. Like, we removed 1 guy from dust. That guy was definitely not producing 24 dust, right? Alright, so we got some blood crystal. Yep, minor faction villages are slowly getting murdered all over the place. Loot this real quick. Found nothing. Well, I guess there's still land to search down here. Need to go around this village, though. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... I'm not gonna worry about these. Here we retreat. Searching that ruin was totally worth it. Ah, I can't get the pearl deposit and get in the water. Okay, let's just run up this way. A lot of necrophages around here. Alright, let's, how much movement do they have? Okay, 3 points. That's not too bad. We just have to make sure we are mashing the execute orders button at the beginning of the turn. Why would you go around the pearl? Okay, I have to do some of this movement a little bit more manually than I would like. And apparently we're also going to have to... we move 1 person in Avier over to influence. Nope, that does add a turn. Well, it'll be fine. We're about to have a birth there. So we can move this guy back to dust, because apparently that's important. Okay, 14. I believe that guy could be producing 14 dust with modifiers. But for us to go from plus 24 to like minus 6 by moving one guy seemed a little rough. Alright, so we need to mash the move button here. And we need to figure out what we're going to do about ships. Do I want to start building ships right now? Oh, we actually have to have 10 dust to put a ship in the queue. So I would need to... need to do this probably. Okay. Make sure that we are moving our guys. On the whole, though, this feels like a very good start. Cult sees your aggression during... Yeah, okay. Listen, we worked this out already. Me and your diplomats had a chat. Okay. Minor factions are laying in wait all over the place to take advantage of my flight. That's fine. If we lose that Seeker, honestly, at this point, that area is so well explored. Losing that Seeker might be beneficial for us. Obviously, it would be better to sell your units rather than lose them in combat, but what are you going to do? It was all the way across the world. Be at war against another empire in the next 10 turns. Well, I really hope that I don't get that dust. I can't imagine I would survive a war at this point. Yeah, alright, well, do some damage on your way out, I suppose. So that's one more army we're not paying upkeep on, which eases our pain somewhat. So, let's talk about the design of these boarding vessels, huh? We definitely want to increase the health and defense of our boarding vessels. And I mean, if we're going to try to take over this neutral stuff, let's just go ahead and lay in Fomorian Slayer with the big damage bonus dealt to neutral naval units. And 4 turns per. Kind of want to rebuild the Silic village, but I also... The longer we wait, the less likely it is that I will be able to get control of these without another player causing problems. You can see that red is expanding toward the water. I think we have to get on this now. Alright, let's plan to build a couple of those. We're still increasing population there. Yeah, this will be fine. This Garth will finish right as we get access to cultivation. And we have almost pushed the Empire back to Fervent. Hooray, Fervent! Sewers in the... Once this market's finished, we'll be able to hold Fervent without having to pop quite so many resources. Yeah, this is good, man. So it is sometimes the case that you can get your... Oh, should I have... These guys should probably... Cliffs everywhere. Alright, well, the plan is to go this way now. It is sometimes the case that you can get your cultivation done early enough that you can build a seed storage and keep it working for a little while before the first winter. And if you can do that, it's not a bad idea to go cultivation early. Also, the percentage food bonus part of the seed storage does still work during the winter, and the entire husbandry center works during the winter. So you can still get a lot of value out of this tech researching it early. I think it is still pretty good. But in our case, it was pretty reasonable, I think, to hold off on it. So we're still fervent here. Get that seed storage running. Don't need to worry about the central market right away. Man, Empire Mint's going to be really good. The percentage bonus to dust output and everything. So we definitely want to get the dredges built to move our faction quest forward. And also just to have a higher military strength so that other players will be less likely to attack us. Sometime soon, maybe right after we finish seed storage, we could start on that. I probably will leave them in their totally base state rather than trying to make them good units so that we can just get them built as quickly as possible. We can use some dust to maybe rush some ships, but our approval's in such a place that we should also be thinking about our next city soon. It's always a little... I'm always a little nervous about expansion with the LIE. I don't want to do it too slowly, though, because obviously, even though we're not competing with Blue for territory, territory is still good. How many turns are we from the next step of our faction quest completing? One more. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get this finished. We'll try to get to the other side of Necrophage country without getting murdered here. Alright, hold on. Let's, somebody built the megapole. And now that we've finished our Empire quest, or our faction quest, we can do some prayers, which is important. So, what's next? For though we are great and our hearts true, she cannot be saved by our efforts alone. All beings are both her children and her toil. All must rise up to heal her wounds. Let the great and small sing our praises. Our hour has begun. From across Auriga, the villages and towns of the lesser peoples have begun to heed our call and feel the force of our purity. Oh, that's a very worrying phrase. They beg us for more information, for our wisdom, for our very presence on their lands. Their awe and devotion is manifested in their practices, for they are saving the precious pearls bestowed by Auriga, so that we may collect them and use them for her cause. We shall go out and preach her words and collect these tributes to better worship and save Mother Auriga. New believers claim that in a region called Balther, a Nidya village would donate pearls they have collected to our cause. Locate this region and talk to this village. Okay, well, I happen to know where the region of Balther is, and also where that Nidya village is, so that's a pretty good start. The emeralds, do we have to rerun the emeralds? We do not currently have to rerun the emeralds, and we are boosting the Moonleaf right now, so approval is taken care of for the moment. Yeah, we definitely need to produce a settler. I think maybe we should do it right now. Obviously, finishing the seed storage before producing a settler is a little bit silly, since you lose all your food generation when you are settling, or when you are building a settler. So let's get this done. It's 3 turns either way. You definitely... no, you don't need to turn around and meet that village, because we have a guy who can do that. Who can do that without even leaving our territory, it turns out. Alright, I think this might be a good point to stop. We're getting a lot of good stuff done here. Hold on, who still has... Skyfin still has movement points left. Turns out we're not quite ready to stop yet. And I see the sparkle of another ruin through the mist here. So it is actually totally possible that we could win this game without having to kill the other players. That we could win the game instead of having to make them lose the game, you know? Our quest is running. Okay, we will avoid searching that ruin again because I do not want to spawn the monster army while the Skyfin is over here. Yeah, it is totally possible that we could just push our victory quest all the way to the end and do a proper quest victory. I think a wonder victory is probably a little unlikely. Although, you know, Swan has a reasonable amount of industry. Maybe that could happen. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what our condition is yet, but as long as our quest keeps moving at this clip, I'm comfortable trying to make that our path. Pink has quite a bit of territory. Green has quite a bit of territory, and each of them are by themselves. So, I was feeling a little bit bad about our very strong starting continent with only a cultist as our neighbor, meaning that we get almost the whole continent, but I feel a lot better now that I have seen that there are some players who just got a whole continent to themselves. I am not, in fact, the one who is having the easiest go of things here. In 5 turns... we're going to have... actually, I can pull some people off of influence, right? In 5 turns, we're going to have way more influence than we need. 28 5 times gives us way... yeah, that's going to put us at 380. And then we'll settle right after taking the new Empire plan. And the new Empire plan will mostly offset the penalty from settling, and will put us at a really, really good place to keep building. I'm feeling pretty good about our position here. So, as I was saying, just a final assessment of everybody else, though. Pink and green are both growing and becoming strong. Do we know if our purple and red... no, purple and red are not yet at war. And in fact, they do not know any players other than us and each other. Blue doesn't know anybody but me. Green doesn't know. Okay, everybody everybody is only really familiar with me. Well, that's going to have some interesting implications. I don't know how green is going to expand. Their food growth is so bad without war. Oh, well, I guess they're eating minor factions. But that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're in a really good position here, so come back tomorrow to see if I can leverage this into some kind of actual victory path. And we'll see you then.